first YouTube video and I hope you'll enjoy it. So I figured to start off I would start with a Lolita tag. This one is from tellthetea.tumblr.com and it is called Another Lolita Questionnaire Part 1. So it's straightforward, it's just 10 questions, but I figured it would let you know me a bit before I start doing, you know, wardrobe videos or hauls or reviews. And if ever you have any questions for me, maybe orient them a bit further or answer some of them. So let's start off. Number 1. First things first, your screen name and or Lolita Alias and its meaning. Okay, so my username is Canonique on Facebook as well and on YouTube, and it stems from a few years ago. I was a huge fan of Canon Wakishima. So in French, something ending in ik, it's an adjective. So for example, magnifique. So a friend of mine starting telling me, you know, oh, you're so canonique, you know, so it started off from there. Question 2. What made you fall in love with Lolita? Well, the dresses, I mean, it looked so beautiful and it looked like the aesthetic I wanted to create, so yeah, it's pretty straightforward. 3. Which Lolita motif do you subscribe to? Gothic, classic, sweet, etc. Which Lolita motif do you subscribe to? I guess it means which sub-style I identify with. Gothic and classic is pretty much where I am right now, except on a few rare occasions where I'm, you know, either sailor like today or sweet or something else. Yeah. Question 4. How do you feel about Lolitas with piercings or tattoos? So I have no objection to it. Yeah, it's another way of expressing yourself. So whether it's with tattoos, piercings, or clothes, I mean, you should just embrace all of it. 5. Which brand and or off-brand do you live for? Well, brands, I love, in Japanese brands, I really love Baby the Star Shine Bright, Alice and the Pirates, Jetée Justine, Innocent World, Moi Moitié, Atelier Pierrot is very nice too. As far as Korean brands, I love Leaf and Baroque. And as far as Taobao brands, I really like Crad, I like Surface Spell as well. And I really love the Snowfield, but I think they're closing, so I'm very sad about that. But yeah, I still love them nonetheless. 6. How many Lolita friends do you have? Well, I have a lot of Lolita acquaintances and Lolita Facebook friends, but actual friends, well, maybe about 10 friends. 7. Are you actively involved in your local community? I like to think I am. I post a lot of Lolita content every day. You know, I share whether it's new releases or just things I find interesting about Lolita or dresses I just purchased and stuff like that. Just recently I started purchasing wigs, so now I'm starting to adventure off in there and letting my community know, okay, well, I bought from, you know, Lock Shop, for example, and I really like their wigs or things like that. And as far as meetups and things like that go, I co-organize the Saint Dolores, which is the equivalent of our ILD meetup in the summer. So I co-organize that. I've done that for a few years, and yeah, it's really fun and it's challenging, but you know, it's really rewarding to see everyone together and having fun. And I also try to organize little meetups throughout the year. Like for my birthday, I like to celebrate it with Lolitas, so I'll invite like for example between 8 to 10 Lolitas to my birthday, usually my closer friends. And like today we just had a brunch meetup, so I think that was, you know, something different, something we hadn't really done in our community before. And I'd like to organize more events like that, or more little meetups, because in our community it's more like we'll see each other at huge meetups, but there's nothing or not a lot that goes on in, you know, little meetups. Like we don't really have any of those, so I think that's what I'll try to do in the future, is organize more of those. yeah, I'd like to think that I'm pretty involved. I hope everyone thinks that I'm involved too. 8. Do you own or read any Lolita magazines? I will admit I don't own a lot of Lolita magazines. I own, I think, one Kera, and it was a gift from a friend of mine, and I own, or maybe 2, I think I own 2, and I own some catalogs from Baby the Star Shine Bright, like back when they released catalogs like in 2008, 2009, 2010. I don't own any Gothic Lolita Bible, but I will read the scans, like if I see them on you know, Lolita updates or Ruffle Chat or something like that. I'll definitely look at the updates. Question 9. Do you wear bloomers? Do you wear bloomers on occasion? I don't wear them all the time simply because I only have like 2 pairs. I have one long one and one short one, and my long one actually just like broke. Like they were from Bodyline, so I kind of expected it after so many years that I've had them. The little string to tie them broke, so yeah, kind of sad, wah wah. But I usually wear bloomers when I wear shorter dresses, or dresses that are just to the knee. But if I wear dresses that are longer than my knees, I usually just don't wear any. But I always have like tights on, even if I'm wearing, for example, OTKs, always have tights on, so at least, you know, my crinoline, my petticoat doesn't really touch my skin, so that's good. And finally, what headdress do you tend to favor? Bonnets, ribbons, hair bows, hats, etc. Well, I'm someone who likes a lot of over-the-top stuff, so I really love veils. I love floral headpieces, like for example from Wichiski, which is like a Japanese brand that's like really obscure. I love their floral headpieces. I love bonnets as well, and for more casual day-to-day, berets. I love the like, you know, religious crown, spiky crown with the rose, you know, halo things. I really love those. Yep. So that was it for this Lolita tag video. If you want to do it and let me know your answers, I would really appreciate that. If you have any questions for me or anything you'd like me to talk about that is Lolita related, obviously, you could comment down below. If you like what you saw, you can subscribe to my channel, you could like this video, you could follow me on Instagram, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you very much for watching. Bye! Or read any Lolita magazines? I do own a few. They are gifts that I've received as presents. They are things I've received as presents. No more Bodyline bloomers. I guess I'll have to buy more. Bodyline.